Tonight on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, the FBI says scammers are getting away with billions of dollars from senior victims. We'll hear from investigators working to prevent those crimes from going further. Stacy?
Rain, wind, snow, and even thunder and lightning. A little bit of everything today, and I'll break it all down for you in my first alert weather forecast.
And it's a push for more parking in downtown Pasco, the concern one city council member is now looking to address.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Austin Reed. It is a first alert weather day. Very active out there. Let's check in with Stacy Lee. She has a first look at our forecast.
Let's take a look at those showers, heavy downpours at times, and even tracking some lightning earlier along the foothills of the Blues between Walla Walla and Pendleton. Things are quieting down now, but that active weather will continue through about 8 o'clock tonight. We'll zoom in, and we've been seeing the heavy showers falling in Walla Walla at this hour. So again, grab your raincoat and a coat. Overall, very chilly out there. 54 degrees right now. Winds are light at 3 miles per hour. In fact, we were 10 to 15 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. Things are starting to warm up slightly, but still, as you can see, temperatures much lower than we saw just 24 hours ago. So look for those stray thunderstorms. Those will start to taper off by about 8 o'clock tonight. Breezy to gusty winds continue mainly in Yakima and the Kittitas Valley. We'll have clearing skies tomorrow and a nice Memorial Day weekend ahead. All the details coming up in your first alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. Washington voters will have the chance to repeal the controversial capital gains tax with a statewide vote this fall. So Initiative 2109 would repeal the tax, which state lawmakers approved several years ago. If you make more than $262,000 in a year on the stock market, selling expensive art or selling other long-term capital assets, not including real estate or livestock, you'll have to pay a 7% tax. Now, last year, fewer than 4,000 people statewide were impacted, and today, opponents held rallies in several Washington cities saying we should keep the capital gains tax because they say it gives a critical boost to education and childcare.
We get that funding on top of levies, so we can't ask the people of this community to pay any more than, like literally legally, we can't ask them to pay any more than they already do in levies. So devastating is probably an understatement if we lose that funding.
Now, this will be on the ballot in November. We have much more background on the tax and who is impacted over on our website.
We're going to head to Pasco, where new tonight from one city councilman. He is trying to improve parking for business owners in downtown. Councilman Leo Perales represents District 3 in the city. Earlier this week, during the regular Pasco City Council meeting, Perales brought up the fact that downtown businesses are struggling due to a lack of parking for both them and their customers. We met with Leo earlier today at his office, who says with Pasco's growth, something has to be done, whether that's enforcing the 2-hour parking rule, building a parking garage, or turning vacant lots with lots of cement into parking areas.
We have stuff happening at the port. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we had the biggest Cinco de Mayo this city's ever seen, with over 10,500 people showing up. I mean, we are on the cusp of something great, and so we need to start managing that. We need to manage our growth, and I think that really starts with a parking program in downtown Pasco.
Perales also says other city council members support this effort. The city plans to hold workshops about the parking issues. Stay with us for updates on air and online. Scammers could target anyone, but experts say there is a growing group that's particularly at risk.
Yeah, so Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell talked to local and federal investigators handling crimes against senior citizens.
In 2023, total losses reported to the FBI by seniors over 60 totaled $3.4 billion. And if you don't think you or someone you care about could be a victim, think again. FBI Seattle Special Agent Ethan Vai says the number of scams and financial damage has gone up in recent years, but the tales scammers tell are mostly the same. He says scammers prey heavily on seniors because they're more vulnerable to attacks. Retirees have more time to spend online, giving scammers more opportunities to get to them. And they may have comfortable retirement accounts.
They'll go so far down the road, their life savings are gone, right? So I've talked to elderly folks in their 70s who now have to contemplate going back to work because of what these fraudsters did. You know, this is supposed to be the golden age of their lives. They've worked their entire lives, and the fraudsters just swoop in and they take away those golden years from these people, and it's despicable.
But when seniors fall victim to scams, many don't report it to the authorities.
They feel embarrassed that they wouldn't, something that they should have known they didn't know about. But scammers, that's all they do all day long. They're very good at it, and they know how to intimidate you.
That's why authorities say education, prevention, and communication with seniors is so important. Tonight at 6, I break down the types of scams seniors are facing, how people are falling victim to them, and how you can stop it. I also talk with a local senior center about what they're doing to keep their seniors safe and informed. It's a story you don't want to miss. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. Now tonight we're also talking about cybersecurity in the wake of a data breach at the city of Richland. And while we're still waiting for information about how many people might be impacted by that breach, we talked to a federal cybersecurity expert about what anyone can do to protect your information online and how to respond if you find out that someone has gotten access. Experts say you want to start by reporting the breach to the Internet Crime Complaint Center. The website to do that online is ic3.gov. Then reset your passwords and make sure to choose a good one.
Making passwords longer, so we recommend over 12 characters, making sure they're complex, so using uppercase, lowercase numbers and special characters.
Now, one more step that can help keep hackers out of your accounts, using multi-factor authentication. That requires you to sign in with a password and then confirm with a special code that's sent to your phone or email account. And tomorrow, Richland Police will be hosting an internet safety presentation focused on preventing crimes against children. It's especially important to be up to date about the potential threats your kids may be facing online as we get into summer, which often means more free time.
It's every age, right? We normally think about it being teens interacting on their cell phones. It's kids getting on their parents' Kindles and not knowing that they get on the internet. It's everything in between, being on Roblox, innocent apps, seemingly innocent apps that end up on things like Discord that you had no clue kiddos had the access to be on.
Now that presentation is happening tomorrow from 6 until 7:30 p.m. at the Richland Community Center in the Riverview Room. It is free, it's open to everyone, but you do have to register in advance. You can find the link to do that on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Today in West Richland, the Washington Department of Veterans Affairs hosted a town hall about a newly proposed veterans cemetery for the Tri-Cities. Local officials also showed up to the meeting inside the West Richland Police Department conference room. So many area residents showed up that it was standing room only. Folks learned about the projected needs of the area's veteran population, facility specifications and designs, community involvement, and site criteria. Public input and discussion was also encouraged.
A lot of the families, when those around here, you had a choice. You could say a soldier could go to Arlington, Tahoma Cemetery, and then Medical Lake, which came in 2005. And so anyway, that's a long ways. And when you lose somebody, you're very emotional anyway.
As of right now, there are only 2 veteran cemeteries in the entire state of Washington. One is federally recognized, the other is considered a state cemetery. Officials noted we are only in the early stages of this massive proposal. Coming up new at 6 tonight, we'll hear from a West Richland council member who has been the main proponent of the project since the beginning. The NTSB is now investigating a case of severe turbulence on a flight from London to Singapore that left dozens of people injured and 1 man dead. ABC's Rena Roy is tracking the latest.
An urgent investigation underway into Singapore Airlines flight SQ321 after a passenger was killed and more than 100 injured when the plane hit dangerous turbulence. The NTSB traveling to the region to gather evidence as investigators try to figure out what happened. New video shows the damage inside the plane, ceiling panels hanging, food and wine all over the floor. Passengers being taken off on stretchers, treated under tents on the tarmac in Bangkok where the plane made an emergency landing.
I saw people from across the aisle, just like going completely horizontal, hitting the ceiling, and people like getting massive gashes in their head.
And on the plane, you can see oxygen masks dangling from above in dented overhead bins. On its way from London to Singapore Tuesday, the plane hit an air pocket above Myanmar. The sky appeared calm, but so-called clear air turbulence made the plane drop 100 feet, then climb 300 feet. On board, 211 passengers and 18 crew members, including 4 Americans. Anyone not wearing a seatbelt likely would have hit the ceiling, then slammed into the floor.
As of now, most commercial airplanes have no way to detect this kind of clear air turbulence. We believe that the weather was fairly good. We believe that the airplane had its weather radar on. The seatbelt sign apparently only came on a few seconds prior to hitting this turbulence.
Andrew Davies was on board and saw the last moments of 73-year-old Jeff Kitchen's life.
The worst thing I saw was the 2 people, obviously, apart from the gentleman who lost his life.
Singapore Airlines CEO saying they're cooperating with the investigation.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, it was a very different type of turbulence all across the Midwest tonight. Take a look at this. We're seeing some of the devastation left behind after a tornado hit a small town in Iowa. First responders still don't know how many people died, and they have more storms now moving east.
We are also tracking less severe but still stormy weather across our region this evening. Stacey Lee returns with the details and a look ahead to your holiday weekend. That's next.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell and Hamill.
Fight back against scammers targeting seniors. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Well, tonight we are tracking developing news as more deadly storms are hitting the Midwest.
Now take a look at this. Drone video shows the devastation left behind in a small town in Iowa. First responders are still searching for survivors. Officials say they don't know yet how many people died. Laura Aguirre has a look at the efforts on the ground.
That's the tornado you're seeing on the ground, folks. It's a pretty violent looking one.
Violent and powerful, carving a deadly and devastating path through the small city of Greenfield, Iowa.
I heard like a train, and then insulation came from the basement, and I knew it was hitting.
As many survivors take stock of what's left, the loss for some families is even greater.
Sadly, we can confirm that there have been fatalities with this tornado.
While search and rescue efforts continue, officials are hesitant to release a death toll, given the massive impact area.
We wouldn't want to give out a wrong number, and we're still assessing.
The governor says a local hospital is one of the buildings damaged. An area school and a lumber yard are now among the sites being used as improvised medical staging areas, and volunteers, in some cases, transporting the injured.
Everybody became little makeshift ambulances. We pulled a guy from the rubble and put him on a little makeshift stretcher that we made, threw him in the back of a truck.
The governor has issued a disaster proclamation for 15 counties and will apply for federal assistance.
We will be putting forth an expedited presidential declaration. We're hoping by no later than tomorrow.
We're a small community, we're a tough community, we will rebuild this community together.
While Iowa focuses on storm recovery, millions of people along a 1,500-mile stretch between Texas and Vermont are watching out for tornado alerts, damaging hail and high winds through the evening. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Now, on Monday, we told you locally how local power companies are preparing to turn off electricity during high fire risk weather. That nearly became an issue overnight. Take a look at this. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says a power pole broke in the windy conditions early this morning, then caught on fire. Now, this morning, our cameras found that pole already repaired. No serious damage done.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And on that note, we'll start to see those winds die down later tonight. We are tracking heavy rain through our forecast area, Prosser, Tri-Cities, all the way into northeast Oregon, Pendleton. Lightning strikes a little earlier. That's kind of calmed down a bit, but yes, still seeing heavy rain showers through our forecast area. Taking a peek out on our Tanum Ridge Tower cam there. It's very windy, as you can see the camera bouncing around, and those winds continue to be pretty gusty in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. 54 degrees and winds in the Tri-Cities much lighter. Let's take a look at our futurecast wind gusts. And again, the heaviest winds this afternoon right now are in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. A little bit lighter as you move into the Columbia Basin, and we'll continue to see those winds start to drop down overnight. We'll stay breezy in the Tri-Cities and Ellensburg. Getting into our Thursday afternoon, things will start to get a little bit calmer and even calmer as we start the day Friday. Those winds will pick up a little later in the afternoon along the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Columbia Basin looking good. The Columbia River Gorge will be breezy. If you're planning on camping or dragging a trailer or boat, be aware of those gusty winds through the Columbia River Gorge going into the first part of the weekend. Futurecast for tonight. Again, we have the storm system moving through. It's a westerly flow. It was kind of a wraparound situation. Check out that snow. We've been seeing snow falling today in the upper elevations of the Blue Mountains, but most of this storm will dissipate and move on out of the area by 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. As we peek at our temperatures overnight, you're going to want a coat. It's a little bit chilly out there. Temperatures running anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below where we were yesterday. 44 overnight for Walla Walla, 46 Tri-Cities, 42 in Yakima as well as Hermiston. Let's take a peek at Futurecast for tomorrow. The good news is we'll have clearing weather as we start heading into that big holiday weekend. There's those clearing skies by about noon tomorrow. Looking good out there. We'll see some storm activity north of Spokane heading across the Idaho Panhandle. Once again, if you're traveling that direction, you'll want to check the road reports before you head north or even to the west. But things are looking pretty good for the Columbia Basin as we get into our Friday afternoon with some clear skies. So that's the good news. Clouds for tomorrow. Then we'll see the sunshine coming out. Warmer, not as breezy. Temperatures back in the 70s in the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley. 69 for Ellensburg. 68 tomorrow in Walla Walla. And just in time for the full moon. This is May's full moon. It's called a flower moon, and it'll be exactly full at 6:53. But if we clear up enough tonight, you might even be able to see that. But definitely look for that full moon here in the next couple of days. Here's your 7-day planning forecast. Look for those breezy winds in the Yakima Valley through Friday. We kind of dipped down a couple of degrees on Saturday. Then we hit a nice warming trend as we hit into Memorial Day. Look at 80 degrees for your Monday. Tri-Cities looking good. We'll see those breezy winds once again tomorrow. Much lighter winds on Friday, and temperatures hitting 86 degrees by Tuesday. Nice and and warm out there. In Walla Walla, look for those partly cloudy skies, and again, those showers that you guys are seeing tonight will start to taper off a little bit later. Memorial Day hitting 81 in Walla Walla. Look at Tuesday, 85 degrees. For Hermiston, look for those breezy to gusty winds, and especially when you go west of Hermiston, heading up the Columbia River Gorge, you'll see those gusty winds as well. 83 degrees on your Monday. Tuesday looking nice at 86 degrees. So still to come, your viewer photo of the day. You don't want to miss that. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Still ahead here at 5 o'clock. An emotional meeting live on Good Morning America happened 7 years ago. And one of the twins is about to graduate from Kamaikan High School. We're talking about that next.
Newscasts anytime with Apple Valley Plus on Roku, Apple Fire, and smart TVs.
Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale. Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is a short drive to big fun. Plan your weekday getaway and play on one of our hot slots or hit one of our championship courses for a round of golf. Wait, there's more. Catch a movie, have a family night of bowling, and go out to eat. This is what a weekday should feel like. And this month, race towards big wins during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes with over $13,000 given away every Friday and Saturday. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Clear Choice Student Checking. Open yours today at any Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome back. Congratulations are in order for a local high school student. Kamaikan senior Gracie Rainsbury got a $10,000 scholarship from Sallie Mae.
But the award was a little more high profile than most. Watch now.
Well, we've known you both are, you have nearly full scholarships to your school.
Congratulations.
You both have been doing so incredible. Congratulations on that. But Sallie Mae, which is the Education Solutions Company, wants to make sure you're totally set once you get to college. So they're going to give you each $10,000 to put towards your meal plans, your books, and whatever else you want to do. So how does that feel? That's going to help you?
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
You're the crier. You're the crier over there.
Now, if Gracie looks familiar, it's because she and her twin sister were adopted into different families, then reunited on Good Morning America 7 years ago. Now they're both valedictorians. Gracie is planning to attend Eastern Oregon University in La Grande. Her twin is going to Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. You can see the entire clip on our website right now. Congrats to them.
Congrats to them. I did tear up a little bit watching that. It's just, they're so happy.
I know. I love that. And I love twins, too.
Now, we're talking about your weather. We'll get a final check on the forecast with Stacey
rainy
next.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing brace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Tonight, from strong tornadoes to summer-like heat and so many families still without power, tracking extreme weather across the country, plus the race for the White House. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched newscast on television.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands. Get the biggest savings of the season, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing.
This week at Walker's.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It is National Craft Distillery Day today, and while our region is better known for wine, there are a couple of craft distillers hard at work too.
Yeah, we went out to Solar Spirits Distillery in Richland, and they take the solar part seriously, as they currently have a solar panel at their location. They're also looking to add more so that they can be completely solar powered. The master distiller says he's inspired by the opportunity to create a unique drink.
It means I have the chance to do something unique and that speaks to the area and that is fun and different, and I get to engage with people in the tasting room and find out how they feel about that unique product, and it's really rewarding in that way.
Now, Solar Spirits Distillery also won an award in 2019 for their vodka distillery. They say they're currently working on expanding. I did not know we had that opportunity.
That's right. Not a bad assignment for whoever got to go. All right, time now for our viewer photo of the day. We always look forward to this. I love seeing your photos. So many new ones. This one from Dee with her colorful sunset in Walla Walla. Plus, love that flag, Dee. Thank you so much. Simple to get your photo on the air. The QR code on the right-hand side of your screen. Use your smartphone and snap a photo of that. It'll take you right to the landing page where you can upload your photo just like Dee did. So thank you, Dee, from Walla Walla. Love to see those. All right, let's take a quick peek at our temps and day tomorrow. Looks pretty good out the door, and look at that. I see some sunny skies and dry conditions finally, and gradually warming up. You'll be peeling off those layers by 5 as we hit the 70s for most of the region. A little bit cooler towards Walla Walla. A quick planning forecast for the next 7 days. I'm keeping my eyes on those 80-degree temps coming our way beginning Memorial Day Monday and lasting at least for a couple of days until we cloud up again. But not a bad looking forecast, guys. So here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston. So good weather on the way.
Very good.
All right. Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6.
Yeah, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.